Becky Liddon, I'm founder of Sensory Spectacle. This video is part of a series where I'm answering your questions about sensory processing difficulties. I've been given questions from parents and professionals, and it's all to help create a better understanding and awareness of sensory processing difficulties. Share the videos with your friends and families and colleagues, but also subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you don't miss any. Now, I've supported some people who seem to not really recognise pain, and I hear it a lot from parents. They're really concerned as to why their child doesn't seem to notice that they've hurt themselves when they fall over or if they bump into things. Now again, pain is recognised by our internal sensory system, interoception, but also it's our tactile sense. So those messages of pressure also help us to recognise pain. For people with interoceptive processing difficulties, they may find it difficult to recognise what that feeling of pain is. It might seem like they really have to hurt themselves a lot in order to recognise any sensation. Now, we know with people with sensory processing difficulties, we can also recognise the opposite. So you may recognise some people who respond to pain, to things where we might not necessarily recognise it to be a pain. In previous videos, I've referenced to the idea of light touch for tactile processing. So we know that when someone is touched lightly, we receive a lot more sensations in a quicker space of time. And for some people, that the messages when their brain receives them can overwhelm and therefore creates a sensation of pain. So we may well have children and adults around us who respond to pain in a hypersensitive way, so light touch can actually create a physical pain for them. But we also know that there's other people that might find it difficult to recognise those sensations of pain, and maybe even seem to need a lot of sensory input in order to be able to recognise that, so have a really high threshold. Now again, pain, like I said, is those internal sensations. However, we know with our interoceptive sense that external stimulation can override that internal feeling. So maybe it is the fact that someone's overwhelmed with the way that tactile sensation felt, that they're finding it difficult to recognise that internal feeling of pain as well.